Hello sweetness and welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I haven't done this in a while. It feels so weird seeing myself in landscape because I've been basically only filming IGTV videos where I talk or barely even talking, and let's cut to the chase. I've really been enjoying get ready with me videos where people talk and do their makeup at the same time, and I thought I wanted to do one of these and tell you guys a bit of stories, which is actually really more beneficial for you because it's very embarrassing for me. And I'm going to spill the tea, tell stories while doing the makeup. So today I'm going to do that. Everything's going to be listed in the description that I'm using. But today I'm going to talk about my failure of a love life, because a lot of you guys wanted to hear about my first kiss, my first love, my high school love, and girl, I wasn't there. So I'm going to share all my embarrassing moments before my husband. And I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure to hit that like button, maybe subscribe, let me know down below what other videos you want me to talk about and all of that. For the sake of today's video, of course I changed the identities of the people I'm talking about to Jack, John, Jason and Joey, just because I don't want them to know I'm talking about them. I want you to know I'm talking about them, and this is actually just to protect me and my own embarrassment. So let's start off with one story from when I was in primary school. I mean, then we had like crushes and stuff. We didn't really, had like a love. My mom used to hate the word boyfriend. Like, she'd always call it your friend because you're not old enough for a boyfriend yet. So, by the way, I never really had a boyfriend, so I was kind of stuck in the friend zone. Anyway, so I basically grew up half of my childhood in Cape Town and the other half here in Joburg. And while I was in Cape Town, I had this guy friend, we're calling him Jack today, and I really liked him a lot. And when we moved, of course I was sad, but we would go and visit, like some holidays we'd go down to Cape Town and visit the family and everyone there, and we'd stay over there. And him and his sister, he had a little younger sister, my sister's age, we used to hang out a lot. And then obviously I was just like so in love with him. I think I was like 10 or 11 years old, and I ended up really like dedicating a love letter in his name and like pouring out my heart and my soul. And each day went by, didn't really look interested, but each day went by and I would add to this letter. I think it was like 3 or 4 pages long already, just declaring my love to this man. Girls, no. I remember obviously in his sister's room we would listen to music and whatever, and I finished this letter and I was thinking, I must give this letter to him when we leave. How does that even make sense? So yeah, that was my plan. Girls, I cannot give you love life advice because I myself don't have any good advice. So yeah, I hid it in the drawer, in the top drawer, just under her hi-fi system or whatever you'd call it. And then I didn't realize that that was actually his clothing drawer. Next thing I know, that letter disappeared. I couldn't understand what's happening. Obviously it was in her room. I don't know why he had a drawer in her room. I asked his sister, I asked Jack's sister, like, have you seen this letter? Because I kept seeing the drawer, and that's when she told me, no, that's actually his drawer. Anyways, I keep on banging about this drawer, but in my mind I just can't make sense of like, how did I not know it was his drawer? Like, didn't I see the clothes, or didn't I like, I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, so of course I ended up feeling so awkward, so embarrassed. I had like this knot in my stomach. I was like, oh damn. And so I decided to build up the courage and go and ask him, and he was like, you know what, I really just see you as a friend. We're like 10 years old. I only see you as a friend, really. I remember saying, yeah, I actually only did it as a joke. Like, I wanted to play a joke on you. I died. You guys, I literally died. It was the most horrible feeling ever. Even though I was 10 years old, I remember completely just feeling so embarrassed and so like crazy. And I mean, who says like, it was a joke, I was just playing a joke on you. meantime the joke's on me. So that was super embarrassing, and we still had to stay like a few days with them before we headed back home. So you can only imagine the embarrassment I had to go through. You know, we stayed with them obviously during that time when we were on holiday, and of course I still had to look him in the eye and see him every day. It was horrible. So when we get back to Gauteng, I'm like,
girl, I'm moving on, time for new love life, time for new boyfriend, time for new blood.
I think I was in grade 5, and there was this guy, his name is John, we're gonna call him John, and I was just so completely in love with John. Like, he was beautiful, he had like the most beautiful blonde hair, blonde eyes, totally my type, you know. And I was just so madly in love with this boy. I don't know why. Like, when you think back, you think you're like literally a child. How can you be so in love with someone? But I was so damn in love with this guy, right? So every Valentine's Day, what our school would do is you would be able to buy a heart for someone without them knowing. So it would be like a little paper heart, and you would basically pay like R2 for this heart, and then, you know, allocate it to a boy or a girl who you liked. And on Valentine's Day they would hand out the hearts, and no one will know who it's from. And so I don't know, I have a thing for writing letters, I guess, because I ended up writing him a letter as well, declaring my love to him. And I kept it, like, I even used like beautiful stationery with the hearts and everything. You know, even put it in an envelope with like hearts and kissy lips on it. And I was like, if I'm gonna get a heart from him, I'm gonna give him this letter. So what happened was, the morning of Valentine's Day, the teacher starts reading out names and everyone starts collecting their hearts, and my surname at the time was Liebenberg, so I would be like a bit lower, like down on the list, and everyone got so many hearts and stuff. And then when the teacher read my name, I got one heart. I was completely convinced that this was from him, and I was so happy and so in love. It's Valentine's Day. I'm 11 years old. Really just so excited about this new love in my life. Took the envelope, which I had, and I gave it to one of the guy friends, and I was like, please give this to John so he can read it. And then so by second break, like, people would walk past me and laugh, and his friends were laughing at me, and I couldn't understand what was going on, and they were teasing me like,
Ooh, John, you know. Ooh, John, you like John, da 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 da.
I couldn't understand what was happening, and he was avoiding me like hell. I think it was just after school, like just after school ended, I tried to go talk to him, and he was just like, please leave me alone, like, I got your letter, but it's really not, you're not my type, you're not my vibe. And the worst feeling ever. And then walking home, me and my cousin were in the same grade during school. Walking home, he told me, oh, I actually bought you the heart. Like, couldn't you have told me that before I embarrassed myself? Horrific. So I decided for my primary school years that I'm not gonna fall in love with anyone else. I'm just gonna stay away from anything love related, because clearly it wasn't working out for me, and clearly I should not write letters, because letters are from the devil. Focusing on my academics and being a good child, just staying away from boys. I mean, the boys were kind of staying away from me. You get in high school, and you know, it's Valentine's Day ball and all those sort of things. I don't know, I was kind of awkward in school. It's just stupid, you know, sometimes you're just stupid. But so the thing that really got me was that as soon as we got into high school, everyone kept talking about they had their first kiss, which would obviously be like kiss with the tongue and that sort of thing. It was almost like something you had to do to, like, I don't know, you just got in high school, now you have to kiss with the tongue. Like, what the fudge? I just didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't even have someone interested in me. So it was very hard. How do you kiss someone with the tongue? Someone going to kiss you back with the tongue. So, I mean, grade 8, grade 8, grade 7, grade 8. Grade 8 is high school, right? Grade 8. No kissing with the tongue, no boys, no love, no nothing. When I go to grade 9, I'm like, okay, I'm really over this because everyone keeps asking me if I've kissed someone, and I'm like the only one in the grade who hasn't kissed anyone. Go to parties and come back the next day, like the Monday, they talk about who they kissed and how lovely it was and how in love they are, and then I just sit there like this. I decided, girl, it's time you find yourself a boyfriend. So this guy we're going to call Jason. And Jason was actually one of my cousin's cousins, and we ended up seeing him a lot because we would look at how red I'm going, because I'm feeling so embarrassed telling you guys these stories. Wait, I need to, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. We ended up seeing each other a lot because obviously, you know, cousins go visit each other, have like play dates and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be the guy. He's gonna be my first love, my first kiss. I'm going in strong. I remember we were talking on like, what was it, Mix It? I don't know, nothing like, it was never really flirty or anything. I was trying so hard, girl. I was trying so hard. It was like funny or whatever. Like, I think he liked me, but he didn't really show the signs or anything like that. And then what happened was, I need to do this one first. So I'm going in hard, I'm going in strong. I'm like, yes, I need to do this. I need to bag this kiss with the tongue. 15 years old, I need to kiss with the tongue. Went to Carnival City. Now, if you don't know what Carnival City is, it's basically this casino where us kids used to hang out all the time. You'd go movies there and have like Grwm there and play it like the magic. It was like a magic company thing, I think. We get like tokens and stuff like that. Oh shit, I messed up my eyeliner. Okay, smudging out the eyeliner. Like my love life in my younger years. Here we go. Go putt. We went putt-putting. Flirt with him. He's kind of flirting back. Not entirely, but a little bit. To the movies, went, you know, to the magic company thing, and eventually, you know, he's just not kissing me. He's just seeing you as a friend, or maybe he is just a little bit too shy. After this evening, while we were in the parking lot, I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go in for that. I cannot do this and talk at the same time. So we are in the parking lot. I'm like flipping my hair, looking all cute, laughing, smiling. Nothing's happening. Stand closer towards him. Nothing's happening. But he's like joking with me, laughing with me, that sort of thing. And I decide, you know what? I'm just gonna go in and take my kiss. I'm lifting my chin slightly. I don't know what the heck I'm doing because I don't know how to kiss. I've never kissed before in my life. Not even a peck kiss. I'm just going in for the kill. I remember kissing him and putting my tongue in his mouth and nothing happened. I was just standing there like frozen, and I was kissing him but he wasn't kissing me back. Things just went awkward pretty quickly from me. I still had to get into the same car to go back home. We didn't say a word to one another. It was just so embarrassing because I still don't know if he was really into me or not, because he was giving me some sort of signs but not that much, although I should probably have taken that as a sign. Yeah, guess who went back to school and told their friends that they had their first kiss? Counted it as my first kiss, even though you didn't kiss me back, girl. I put my tongue in there, it's my first kiss. So, anyways, ended up going to church, joining the youth, gave my life to the Lord. I'm just gonna focus on that. I'm not gonna focus on love. I'm not gonna focus on boys, because obviously it's not working out for me. But guess what? Guess what? I ended up falling in love with this drummer boy from church. We're gonna call him Joey. I don't know what to do with myself. I think I went to church only to see him. How bad is that? Barely speak to him because I just haven't had the best of luck with guys, you know. I just haven't had the best of luck with them. So I decided just to like stay away and kind of just dream about this boy that I really love. So eventually a year goes by, you know, I'm 16. Still haven't had a boyfriend really, still haven't had a real first kiss. Like obviously we were quite a big church, big group of kids, and Joey was quite popular among everyone. He knew like everyone, and everyone liked him. Like he was just someone making jokes all the time and stuff like that, and he would always like joke around with me as well, but he'd joke around with everyone. So I started thinking, oh my gosh, he likes me. And I started scouting around for his number so I could send him an SMS and just like start a conversation, you know. I got his number. I would message him. I would never really send the message, but I would message him and be like, oh my gosh, wait, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready for this. And then Friday nights at youth, he'd be all cute and looking fun. I'd just be like, okay, I'm gonna send him a message tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I end up not sending him a message because I just, if you haven't noticed, I haven't had the best luck with boys. So of course my judgment was completely off and I couldn't take that chance. Eventually, I think after a few months, I'm still crushing on this boy really, really, really hard. After a few months, I send him a message. I'm like, hi, how are you? Hope you're doing well. This is my number. This is Marlies. Obviously, that's my real name. Staring at my phone, like waiting for him to reply. My heart was beating. I was literally going red like this, like this. I'm getting all those feelings again. My phone goes off and I see it's an SMS from him. And I'm so excited, he's messaging me back. And then I open the message and what does it say? Sorry, I don't know, Marlies. Who are you? Okay, abort mission, abort. I didn't even reply because I felt so embarrassed. Like, I thought he was into me and didn't even know my name. Like, what the shit is that? So obviously I just pretend like nothing happened. So obviously we went back to church. I felt so embarrassed, but he didn't know my name, so he didn't know who I was. And then I think someone like called me, you know, like, hi Marlies, kom gou hier. And then he like looked and he saw that it was me. Obviously now he knew, you know, he knew. And eventually he came up to me and he was like, oh, so you were the girl who messaged me. But obviously I didn't tell him that I like liked him or anything, so at least he didn't know. But it was still like super embarrassing, you know, just thinking like that he loved me. That sounds a bit creepy. In fact, when he didn't, and then I would just like crush so hard on this guy, but he started having conversations with me. So long story short, he ended up asking me to be his girlfriend. But I was so damn scared of like my past and what I've been through. Girl, I was literally cloistered cook level 110. We were dating, we were not kissing. Hi. And then we'd like hold hands awkwardly and then I'd be like, bye. I was so afraid of kissing because of my track record. I didn't want to kiss this guy, but I mean, should you be kissing passionately at the age of 16? I don't know. Should you not? I guess everyone is doing it. I mean, people are doing it nowadays, so I guess probably. So we broke up. We ended up dating a bit later, and then, you know, things got steamy. But after that encounter, I would say I didn't really have the best of luck with boys ever. In my matric year, I was allowed to go to parties and I would maybe kiss a guy here or there, but he was never really interested in me. It's also in my matric year I had like this thing on with a guy which I was so in love with, but he was just not feeling it. And then I met Kev, and real love story. I was still pretty awkward back then. Don't know our love story. We actually explained everything. We sat down and we did a video on how we met and how we started dating and all of that. I'll link it for you guys down below. It's really fun to watch because we really go into the story. So I met him, and yeah, my life actually really changed. My luck with love changed. Thank the Lord, because I probably would have been single still today given my past. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you enjoyed these embarrassing moments. I'm obviously very embarrassed about all of this, but other than that, I hope you have a sweet day, and until next time, stay sweet. I'll talk to you soon.